Hi, Christian Pogadets from Austria. I have a question for Mr. Shyamalan. It's nice to see someone who's been making horror movies for most of his career as the head of the Berlinale jury. And in the last few years, there's been quite a few developments within this genre with something that some might refer to as elevated horror gaining a lot of traction. Where do you see the future of horror cinema or genre filmmaking in general headed? Thank you.
Thank you for the question. You know, I have kind of theories about genre. You know, a lot of people refer to my films that way, I think, and then the reason that you do that is because that's the most high-octane genre of the mix of genres that I do in the movie. When we can go on and on about this, and we can talk about this later, you guys. But there's a kind of as you're mixing genres, you can always, and the movement of telling the story, you can move up in high octane from like drama to mystery, to thriller, to supernatural thriller, to horror, and you kind of move up in that cast. You can never go backwards when you tell that story. And then what ends up happening is whatever the highest form of the genre that you touch, whether even it's for 10 minutes, it's perceived as the entire movie is perceived that way. So for me personally, you can see I think of it more as a mix, and most of my movies are dramas at the end of the day, kind of having this clothing on it. And so they have this perception of elevated of the last genre that it's in. I find that juxtaposition of those languages very, very fruitful. You know, I was moved. When I went to the Academy Awards, you'll meet some amazing people. I met Robert Wise when I was there. And his daughter came up and said, "Oh, my father wants to meet you." And I went over and I couldn't believe who I was meeting. And he was one, you know, The Haunting and that he did, you know, that's so inspiring to me. I think, you know, when we feel a little bit disconcerted and the way we feel when we feel fear, it opens us up emotionally to things. And I can put on you experiences that stay with you, that are more indelible, that stay with you for a long time. The goal is to be the most resonant story. That's for me, the goal. So, and this genre, touching that genre helps me do that with you guys. So I'm very happy that the more it gets seen as a tool and not necessarily as an exploitation thing.